Well, hello, all you humans and Rube Goldberg machine engineering enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, or tonight, I should say, is the first time I'm getting a chance to watch the movie Nope. Now, when it comes to this movie, first off, I know it's directed by Jordan Peele. So I'm looking forward to all Jordan Peele movies when they come out. He's a bit of a sci-fi nerd. I don't mean that in a negative sense. I love his movies. His sense of plot and delivery, and especially the twists in his sci-fi stories, have really put him on a whole nother level for sci-fi movies for me, and thrillers and suspense kind of feel. I don't know anything about it, but I have seen the trailer. So I guess I shouldn't say I don't know anything about it. The trailer kind of led me to believe that it was maybe some kind of alien presence, much in the same vein as like Signs or Arrival or something. I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes. I know it's supposed to take place on a horse ranch or something. I don't know the actors by name, so it'll be real interesting for me to be able to come from it from a position of I'm not expecting a certain level of acting from a particular well-known actor or actress. I might recognize them when I see them on the screen, but for my knowledge, I mean, it's been at least a year, maybe a year and a half since I saw the trailer. So I did make a snack for tonight, which were some cookies, but unfortunately I waited until nighttime because I really wanted to see this with the full kind of nighttime jitters that I would normally get if I was watching it in a theater. My first foray into the movie watching was Maverick, and I didn't expect myself to get into it as much as I did. I'm hoping that the same thing happens with this movie. I hope you guys are ready to join me in this journey. But enough talk. Let's get to the movie, shall we? I'm going to be enjoying this movie with my trusty glass of water. Hopefully you guys have something that you can snack on while you're watching with me. What is this show that they're referring to? The suspense is already getting me. Are those all people in the audience? He is so good at setting up the suspense. I'm already like completely into this. So is that an event that already happened, or is that an event that will happen and this is the flashback to when it started? That's the big question, huh?
The search for a group of missing hikers is set to resume this morning just outside say the tour group.
That's why I never listen to news anymore. It's always just bad news. You turn on the news and it's just like, yeah, and here's another death, and here's another pandemic, and here's another bad thing that's happening. Political world's in shambles, overpopulation. Back to you, Weather. Oh, so they're training the horses for like a show horse kind of thing? Oh, movies. They're training them to do stunts for movies. I get it now. That music.
You good?
They're giving that little bit of a
You good?
Is that a meteor storm? Was that like a rain of bullets? Like somebody fired up at something and then, they have to come down eventually, right?
Come on. What else?
Did it go... How? Did it go through his head? What? So it was like somebody's belongings that fell from the sky. Well, the first three names I recognized immediately. I don't think I've seen Steven Yeun since Walking Dead. just the atmosphere that he's building, that the movie is building, with like, it almost sounds like screaming. Far off in the distance kind of screaming, or maybe wind howling that sounds like screaming. Oh, that's so interesting. That's the image I remember that they use on a Zoetrope, and I just did a reaction today to a video that used a Zoetrope as the name of their video. Does he not have experience with this before?
My name is OJ. Very first.
It seems like he almost has like some kind of autism where he can't make eye contact with people. And she's the charisma.
My name is Emerald. That's OJ.
Nice. Came in, delivered, off she goes. That's really good.
Tell the horse we're ready to do one.
Tell the horse.
M.
OJ, you can step off.
Yeah, M.
Oh, I have this feeling something is not going to go right.
Hey.
I mean, he's not at fault. He warned them. They did their own thing, so. Yeah, I couldn't work in the movie industry like that. I can't fault the horse, you know. You throw something in his face, he's going to react.
Just a little heads up. Join us Friday, 5:30 p.m. for the Grams.
Accent does not sound authentic to me. I don't know if that's supposed to be on purpose or not.
Lucky. Hang tight. I'll be back.
Maybe it does understand English. Be a smart horse.
I'm developing a business relationship and you're a liability right now.
How am I a
He had to
liability?
sell
How
the
you a
horses. That's a tough position to be in, you know, continuing your father's legacy without all the experience that he had. I can relate.
Hi there. So, Sheriff blew up.
Yeah, my pops told me about this show. The monkey went crazy or some shit.
Nope.
You know, I usually charge a fee for this.
Charge a fee to see the real treasures.
So one of the chimps that plays Gordy just hit his limit.
It's all about the training animals.
And 13 seconds of havoc.
That's crazy.
So maybe his voice was the one we heard in the very beginning before, well, the credits
So
were
what
rolled.
happened really, man?
You haven't seen the Bad Gordy sketch on SNL? Everyone's trying to celebrate Gordy's birthday.
The music is making it so suspenseful, but he's just describing an SNL skit.
He is killing on that stage.
This is the way of him coping for what actually
It's
happened.
legendary.
Standing right here at this window, watching y'all train my horse.
Promises made, promises broken.
It was Scorpion King, actually. It wasn't a Western.
Oh,
That was the first job Pops took me on.
that's a pretty well-known movie, so.
Ended up using camels anyways. Pops did something when he made this place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Changed the industry.
They got a whole ranch.
That's real. I can't just let that go.
So are we gonna start seeing like a kind of like a POV of each of the last remaining animals?
Yeah.
Just barely hear that screaming again. The wind howling. Just the subtle little nuances of the sound. You know, it reminds me a little bit of that, I used to watch a show called Skinwalker Ranch. Paranormal stuff would happen all the time, and I'm starting to feel that same vibe from this movie. It sounds almost, yeah, I was going to say, it sounds pre-recorded. Something just drew the energy. What the hell was that? It looked like some kind of like, almost like a pill.
What'd you see?
Did you see? I want to know what he saw too.
You know I'm broke, right?
Well, use my money.
This is such a good brother-sister relationship. Very Very realistic.
Hi.
Also a very believable sales
Find
rep.
everything you're looking for today?
Yeah, here, come on. Next. Come on, man. Eye contact.
Appreciate you.
This dude. He's so unlikable, but at the same time, I do like him.
Horse, fresh air. Right? Her name was Rebecca Diaz.
Oh no. He wants to share his life story now.
She's an actress, model. CW.
Not the C-dub. Well, at least he knows what he's doing, right? So what are you trying to watch?
You don't even call them UFOs anymore. UAPs now.
Nope.
I'll tell you why they changed the name.
Aerial projectile?
It's footage of exact proof that there's an alien civilization out there in the universe.
So who's that?
Planetary destroyer.
Well, at least you got him to change the subject off his girlfriend, right?
Oh, this? You know, just training horses we ordered that I picked up.
Oh, no. You guys are doing something shady.
We setting up a decoy!
She stole it from that dude.
Where'd you get
yours?
I can't tell if he is just unaware, giving them a benefit of the doubt, or letting it slide.
You'll be getting a call from my supervisor asking how my service
5 stars, Angel, 5 stars.
Thank you.
That poor dude. What a terrible day he's had. Oh, he realizes what he has to do to train them. Got it. Smart. At least he's thinking in terms of professionalism. Oh my god, that gave me chills. Oh. Is it his sister?
Nope.
He said nope. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Can't tell if he's being trolled or not.
Oh.
Don't mess with Jupiter's claim!
Definitely being trolled is great.
Park kids. Jupe sons.
Are you trying to prank Haywood? It's on!
Hey, you stole that horse.
She's like, yeah, you're right. I did. That's a long day of work. If he's still there. The quick little trills and like the cello strum. It's all building that suspense up, isn't it? What if it all turns out just to be one big hoax or something? Is that a praying mantis?
I need to take my ass to bed. Who this?
No, it's Angel from Fry's. Camera B is down.
What?
Camera B is down.
Wait! That horse is gone. I mean, it took off full sprint. It's a cloud. Whatever it is, it's in a cloud.
OJ! It's in the cloud!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah. Run, OJ! Run!
I've said that before. Yeah, nah. Doing such an excellent job of keeping it in the cloud, and you're like, what is that? It looked almost organic, like it was moving and changing shape. Might just be my imagination.
What happened to OJ?
It's fine.
Get off the camera. What are you doing on the camera, man?
Still on the camera.
You like Sour Patch Kids?
it's silent. I love the fact that it's silent. That poor horse is getting chased, man. No, poor Clover.
No, nope. It's too much.
You should go then.
I got mouths to feed.
That's a good sister. She's willing to stay to help him out. This situation didn't start until the dad was gone, right? I mean, technically it killed the dad, but now it's braver. It's coming closer to their ranch now, right?
What is it?
Reality.
Oh, no. Reality.
Documentary.
Oh, that's better.
He understands the business. I like that.
Horse girl. This dream you're chasing.
It's such a gravelly voice. It's just, he sounds almost like it's over the top, but he talks like this the whole time.
I don't like him.
Nope.
It's real. Wait, you don't know? Okay, tell me when you see it.
Oh, the cloud doesn't move.
There. Doesn't move.
I've seen crazy weather phenomenons online before, that's all I'm saying.
He's right. It's good, but it ain't it. Ain't Oprah.
It doesn't move like a ship.
What you mean, OJ?
Moves more like a manta ray or something.
What if it's not a ship?
Yeah, it moved very organically. I agree with it. Like, I didn't see it very well, but it moved, glided like a manta ray.
We share a love of the Aurora Borealis, Gordy.
Finally get to see the footage of what happened.
Nope.
Something had to trigger this.
Surprise.
Wow.
Had to trigger the animal,
that is a
right?
gift.
Just like the horse, it was triggered. So the balloon pop is what triggered him. So it was trained. I think it was trained whenever it heard a popping sound to go become violent. Is it eating her face? This is gruesome. I've been holding my breath this whole time. I totally forgot. He came back to his senses at the end, so... Yeah, the balloon popping was maybe not the triggering mechanism, but a sign that something was off. That was intense. Man. I mean, it looked like he was scared back then, but now it just feels like he's just kind of reminiscing. Like, it doesn't...
Feeling good?
Didn't give him any kind of PTSD for some reason.
Feeling good.
This is the big live event that he was talking about.
How's everyone feeling today?
I could go for an icy right about now, actually.
I also want to give a special thanks to an old co-star of mine and my first crush, Mary Jo Elliott, everyone.
Oh.
All right, you ready?
That was the...
Oh, come on, that ain't nothing.
Sister.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Because some of those ambient sounds in the background is already starting.
Trigger took off straight into the gulch.
So this is a story that he's been telling. So he knows about this cloud already.
Now, just to be clear, what we saw was a flying saucer. No doubt about that.
So that sound effect is coming from it.
Stay in your seats. This is new. They're early.
Welcome.
Wait a minute. So the only reason why he wanted a horse is so he could feed this thing, whatever it is? I feel like he's working, he's trying to manipulate powers he doesn't understand. That poor woman. control my mouth. It's just jaw dropped open the whole time. Yeah, so it's like organic almost. They're caught inside of it. Are they getting digested? What? This is... So maybe in the beginning when I heard the screams and it sounded, I thought it was the wind. It was actually people, like real people screaming, coming from inside of it. It took a dark turn a while ago, but I mean, that was really dark. Horse was smart, man. Said, I'm not budging. I'm safe inside this contraption. Look. So it's shaped like a flying saucer, but it is not a flying saucer. It is an actual, like almost like a creature. Yeah, you can hear the screaming. It's in like hunt mode. So it has some kind of ability to suck stuff up in a very, like, targeted area. That music choice. Oh no. What the fuck? I love how it didn't, like, just turn off. It, like, slowly drained. Don't get out. Don't get out.
It ain't the man. It ain't them all. It's alive, Em. It's an animal. It's territorial. And it thinks that this is its home.
Spitting out all
Something
the
very bad happening.
bones and stuff, huh? I mean, the amount of pressure it would take to make a coin go through wood. This is so horror house, man. I love it. And apparently it has like an area that it affects, that it drains energy from. So it must feed off energy. Man, this has got me so intrigued. I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of it existing is in the first place. How it creates clouds, how it drains energy. Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh my gosh. Just one little peek. Nope. Nope. I was waiting for it. So what is its main target? I mean, it targeted the house, now it's targeting him. What is so special about those particular people that makes it say, no, this is my territory. I'm choosing you over them. Okay, once my heart starts beating again, I'll talk. So it does make sounds other than the screams. Or maybe the screams were just the people as they were being devoured and stuck. It must have been holding on to that forever, right? It had all that other stuff that it had ejected before it ejected that. So it must be able to control that. Let that poor horse go, man. Cloud is still above them, right? This thick fog rolled in. This is so creepy. It's amazing.
Oh, hey, horsey.
Hey, don't look it in the eyes, please.
VFX.
He's trying to use the same technique as what he uses for animals. How did he figure that out? What about the horse? What about Lucky? They keep referring to animals and the way animals devour. Oh, this is going to be the filmographer. Poor horse. Didn't have a meal in so long. Stuck in that box so it didn't get eaten. Then it got stuck in the rain. Then it got stuck in a trailer. Feed that poor horse, please.
There's a wheelchair on your roof.
Hi.
That cloud ain't moved a goddamn inch.
You know, people have been trying to get pictures of these things since like the 50s. You know, it's ancient.
How do we see it?
It's gonna get hungry again. That little fake horse and flags messed it up good. Got stuck in his windpipes or something. We're not the reason it settled down here. That was Juke. He got caught up trying to tame a predator. He got to enter an agreement with one.
Siegfried Roy. Understanding you're not actually in control of the animal.
Call him Gene Jack. I'll get him out.
It's gonna be the bait.
Where you want it? Well, I've been up under it a couple times now. I get it. You don't turn your back on the bear. You don't wear red around the boards like that. We'll let him come.
Oh. Set up a system so you know where it's at. You can track it, right?
He's big. He's mad. And he's got a lot of spirit. But anything with a spirit can get broke.
Sure looks strange to me.
The gruff voice. It's so different from everyone else in this entire movie.
He ain't gonna fuck with you.
So as long as the horse doesn't look at it, it won't respond. And they've taught it to not respond to all the different random things in its face so that it wouldn't spook. I love the idea that all of this is just to capture footage of it so they may make money off of it. This movie really does get you like captivated to the point that you're just like anticipating every single action. What are they going to do next? How are they setting this up? How are they going to bait this thing, and what's going to happen? And I don't even care about stakes anymore. I'm just like, I want to see it happen now.
Yeah, well, I had my hands full rigging 50 sky dancers to 10 people's car batteries all connected to one control panel, so yeah, fucking over.
Man down.
Wait. Oh, it's back up.
Nah, he's poking.
Man in black on a white motorcycle.
An electric motorcycle, by the way. I can hear it. Interesting.
Actually, what did happen with Juke Park and all those people?
It's TMZ.
Well, I mean, he's screwed. He's on an electric motorcycle.
We still rolling? Over.
He jumps in that rain. They've got their bait now.
Pop quiz, guys. What happens when an electric bike going 60 miles per hour hits an anti-electric field going in the opposite direction?
There's no way that guy's alive.
I mean, that's karma, right? I'm so happy as a guy who's supposed to represent TMZ.
OJ, where the fuck are you going?
Don't look. Don't look. Look, the camera's making me look. I don't want to look either. The camera's forcing me to, okay?
Did you get that on camera?
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Where's my camera?
Hey!
I need my camera. Do you see it?
Why does he sound like he's talking through not just a regular bike helmet, but almost like a mechanical Darth Vader helmet?
Okay.
OJ, if you're not trying to save that guy, I'll kill you.
No, please,
Get
no.
you out. Shut your eye.
No.
Shut your eye.
Not before you take a picture. Ah! Take a picture first.
I need my camera. The guy was kind of a useless anyways. All he cared about was the TMZ footage. Don't look at it. And the horse, they spent time training the horse not to look at it too. So it's like marking territory. It's like goading him like an ape would do, you know, threatening him, front like a cobra. It's coming around the other side, so he has to face it. Yeah, that's a cool shot right there. That thing's huge. Interesting music choice. It's like a old Western music.
The light. The light. It's gonna be magic soon.
What?
What'd you mean that?
He's going to get some
hey guys.
specific footage.
Some creepy cryptic shit.
It's like epic setup. What is this? Why are you looking at it? Oh, he wants to get the footage of what's inside of it? Why? Don't look at it, man. Don't look at it. Dodged that one. So why did it decide to suck up the house this time? Man. Like getting sucked up by a tornado. Is it inverting?
Bite! Get out of here!
It's like it's metamorphosing. That is gotta be best horse, man. That is by far the best trained horse I've ever seen in my entire life.
Bang.
It kind of looks like a jellyfish now. Went from like a sand dollar to a jellyfish or something. No. So now it's looking at the other side. So that's its eyeball, basically. I mean, it's beautiful. There's like wind sails or something. No, don't look. Don't look. Stop looking. What does that mean between them, I wonder? He did that when he was a kid, too. It's like, don't turn your back to it, right? He's using all the techniques that he would against animals. So she's got her back turned to it, so it's gonna chase, right? That's what an animal would do. It would chase whatever's running away from it, right? There's no way an electric bike is gonna outrun this giant alien UFO. It's just not possible. The Avengers slide. Okay. Man, I've gone so long not being able to doggone talk or breathe. I'm like just constantly in anticipation of what's gonna happen. Yeah, you're gonna snap that picture, right? What if like every time that bulb Every time that bulb is used, it blows, right? Like an old school photo. So eventually it's going to run out of the bulbs. It's a beautiful design for the alien thing. Yeah, I ran out of... Oh. It's filled with gas.
Happy train. It's closing time. You don't have to go home.
Wow, its range to suck up energy was so big after that. I didn't realize that it was expanding.
So la vista, adios.
Are those people? Yeah, those are people. OJ survived, right? I don't think it ever used its ability to suck them up when it started chasing her. Nice. Oh, perfect picture. They got the perfect picture. And it's a Polaroid, so it can't be duped. Nice. Like it. This movie was non-stop suspenseful. I really enjoyed the movie as far as anticipating what was going to be the next move by the characters. I have to say, when it comes to Kaluuya's OJ, when it came to OJ, I really felt for him because he was kind of in this situation that he didn't want to be in, but he felt obligated to be in. It all came down to his understanding of animals, which he kind of slacked off on in the beginning. It almost felt like in the beginning he wasn't the best trainer because he had issues figuring out what he needed to do, but he understood how animals think and react to people, which ended up in the long run at the end of the movie becoming the main point of how they defeated this creature. And I have to say, I really liked the idea of the creature being I want to say mistaken for a UFO. It was obviously some type of UFO. It was in the classic UFO shape, and you always hear this description of UFOs being like a saucer with like a middle section that is like a dome. Instead of a dome, this was more like a hole in which it sucked up everything that it wanted to eat or devour. I really found myself in a state of anticipation through about 90% of this movie. So I was really enjoying a lot of aspects of this movie. Keke Palmer, I have to say, I've never seen her in a movie that I recognized her in. The only movie that I know her from is the Ice Age movies. She voiced a character, and I've never seen her actually in a movie. And I was blown away at her acting skill. At first, when it started, I was like, I didn't really feel anything for her character. She was obviously the brash, kind of younger. I want to get rid of this old school life. I don't want to be part of the ranch because I can become something. I'm young and I'm skilled. I'm gonna become this actress. I want to pick up these jobs. As they called it, side jobs, but an up and coming actress kind of thing, I guess, or stunt woman even. I think she was supposed to be some kind of stunt woman. I was blown away at the way the chemistry that her character was Emerald and OJ, the way that they interacted was very believable. The way they acted like brother and sister, I could see that. I also enjoyed the other side characters a lot. If I can remember correctly, it was Angel Brandon Perea. I've never seen him in anything that I recognize. I don't recognize the name, but I really enjoyed his character. It started out as kind of like this standoffish and bored and hating having to deal with customers. I felt for him. You know, when they started leaning into the whole, like, you know, my girlfriend just left me thing, it was very cliche, but at the same time, it kind of gave his character a little more dynamism. And I loved the fact that he kind of turned around and became this integral part of the crew that would capture the footage necessary to prove that this thing existed in the first place. What do they call it? New jeans? No, not new jeans. Jean jacket. That's it. Jean jacket. I love that they gave it a name like a horse, you know, basically becoming an animal. And there was a definite theme going on with the whole it's an animal, treat it like an animal. Kept showing animals in the footage that the filmographer was working with and on TV. And then, of course, you know, they have the horse ranchers who are, or the horse trainers who are also dealing with the animals. They just made it a very, Jordan Peele made it a point to give you enough basis to understand that you had to treat this thing like an animal. I just didn't know that they were going to defeat it by kind of staring it down and tricking it, and I loved that. The whole process of determining that they had to defeat it was something I didn't see coming. I thought, you know, it was going to be this thing that, you know, maybe visiting and feeding off of people, and they figure out some way to make it go home or chase it away. So I was actually pretty impressed. I liked it a lot. Now I'm going down the credits list for this Brandon Perea, and I don't recognize any of the stuff that he's in. Haven't seen any of it other than Nope. As far as the acting goes, I loved all the characters. The filmographer was not a bad actor, but his voice was so different from the rest of the cast. It made him stand out almost too much. He had this gritty, gravelly, experienced, older man, smoker kind of voice, and all the rest of them had the younger voices. You know, they were calmer, and they had almost like a comedic feel to them sometimes. They all had like a sense of humor, whereas he was just deadpan serious about his job and his work. So I was finding that as quite a standout from the rest of the crew. I really enjoyed Steven Yeun as well. Steven Yeun is somebody that I haven't seen since Walking Dead. He was young in Walking Dead. He still looks young now, but it was interesting to see how they portrayed his character. As it very much honestly felt a lot like his character from Walking Dead, now that I think about it. You know, the young, inexperienced person who had an acting career in the beginning, but has come to terms with it somehow. And I was trying to figure out how he stayed so calm in the face of this creature when it turns out that he's actually had a history with it. It's very interesting how they kind of glanced over that. I really wish they had developed that a little bit more, or given you hints that there was something there that he understood, and maybe dropped some hints that there was something going on that he could have been a part of. It just kind of came and went. He said, "Hey guys, I got something I want to show you. Here's this creature that I know about," and then it came and devoured everybody, which is really weird because they really made it feel like he had figured out how to train this creature and was feeding it or something in order to get it to perform. And that's not what was happening. So I kind of lost it in that point. Now, as far as the soundtrack, one thing to say Jordan Peele did really well was choosing the minimalism used during the use of soundtrack. Because when it came to music, every once in a while, it would just drown. It would just completely silence out. There's no music. And then when something kind of strange or suspenseful happened, he would throw in a couple of little cello strums or a dissonance. When, you know, he had like the hero moments or the coming together of the team moments, you had the music going and more kind of the triumphant themes. A lot of old style Western music because they were horse ranchers, horse trainers, and a lot of their familiarity came with the old style Western movies. They had the posters up in the background, and you could see that they were tied to this history, this long-standing history with movie making way back when Westerns were made, up through the Scorpion King, where I guess they didn't use horses, I guess, huh? The use of the soundtrack was really, really cool. It almost felt like Jordan Peele somehow skirted the use of any copyright music, because it felt like the old Western music was kind of that old style, like, you know, Good, Bad, and Ugly era music. And then he used like Sunglasses at Night, but it was in this really run down, low battery version of it. So it almost felt like he was doing it on purpose. I don't know if that's what his goal was, or if it was just an added layer of everything is just a little off, which in turn makes it a little uncomfortable because it's not quite as you remember. The movie itself was super enjoyable. I don't know how much of it is going to have to be edited because I had a lot of dead space. I was so entranced by the movie. I was just like, the whole time my mouth was ajar and I was forgetting to breathe sometimes in anticipation of what was coming. It'll be interesting to see on a playback and editing what I was doing and how much of it I end up just having to edit out because there's nothing going on. Anyways, I think that's about all I have for this particular reaction. The full-length uncensored version, all that dead space that I'm going to cut out, you can see on Patreon in the future. That's all I have. So until the next movie or reaction, stay chill.